Hello everyone, welcome to Alpha Gorilla's SAT2 Math2C course. This is Stephen Choi. Today we are going to start with the test set number 10, our last and final test set. Okay, so let's begin from number 1. Number 1, the product of two consecutive positive integers is 12. So what is the sum of these two consecutive integers? So the key term here is it's a two consecutive positive integers. So let's put n. And since it's consecutive, it's n plus 1, right? The product of those two consecutive integers was equal to 12. So in other words, it can be rewritten as n squared plus n is equal to 12. And let's move 12 to the left side. Then we get negative 12 is equal to what? 0. Then this is 3 times 4, right? This can be rewritten as n minus 3 times n plus 4, right? Is equal to 0. N is either 3 or negative 4, but it said n is a positive integer, therefore n is equal to 3, right? And n plus 1 is equal to 4. So n was 3, and the consecutive positive integer was 4. Since we are looking for the sum of these two sum of these two consecutive numbers, so 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So the final answer got to be 7. Among our answer choices, C is the correct answer. Okay, let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is, if quadratic function y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c is concave downward. Okay, this is keyword, concave downward. Which of the following must be true? In this quadratic function, if a is greater than 0, if a is positive, then the graph is concave upward, right? If a is less than 0, in other words, if a is negative, then the graph is concave downward. This is it. End of the story. Therefore, a got to be less than 0 among our answer choices. B is the correct answer, right? Easy. Let's move on to number 3. In the figure below, what is the domain of the f and x? Okay, so let's look at the graph first. I see a graph starts from here, right? So the domain gotta be, which is the x value, gotta be greater than 1. Okay, this is it. Now let's check our answer choices. A, it says domain is less than 1. Nope. It gotta be greater than 1, right? B, the domain of x is greater than or equal to 1. No, it cannot be equal to 1. Why? Because there's an asymptote, right? So it cannot be equal. C, the domain of x is greater than 1. Correct. Therefore, C is our correct answer. Okay. Easy question again. Number 4. If cosine theta is equal to 0.39, then what is the secant theta? This is basic. Secant theta is equal to, in other words, 1 over cosine theta, right? 1 over cosine theta. We are given cosine theta is equal to 0.39, therefore 1 over 0.39 is equal to 2.56 among our answer choices. 2.56, D is the correct answer. Okay, let's move on to number 5. If the combination of the f and g function is equal to 7x plus 2 and gx is equal to 2x minus 4, then f and x is... Okay, so for the gx, we are given negative 2x minus 4. So let's say negative 2x minus 4. It got to be equal to 7x plus 2. Okay, what should we do? For this kind of question, what do? We put this in place of x in our answer choices one by one, right? Okay, so let's start with the answer choice A. If we put this whole thing in place of x, let's do that. Negative 7 over 2 times negative 2x minus 4.